Hey, how you doing? So, tell me if I'm wrong. Everybody, we go through breakups. You know, something doesn't work out, whether it's a boyfriend girlfriend thing or a marriage. It happens. It's part of life. It's never pleasant, and I'm convinced a guy takes it a lot harder than a girl does. Guy, a breakup, he's struggling, he's brokenhearted, goes out, he gets drunk a couple of days, right? Woman goes out, finds some guy and blows him blue. So, I mean, right or wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. So, anyway, I had this episode that happened not too long ago. And, finally, after, weeks or months or whatever it takes to pick up the million pieces of your shattered life and glue it back together, it happens, right? The inevitable phone call. You see on the ID the caller. You know what it is right away. Whether she's calling you because she needs money, or calling you because her dead aunt just died and she wants your help go picking up a couch that she left her. And the only reason she's calling you is because she knows you're a sap and that she'll do it. So the phone, right or wrong, right? So the phone rings. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? She suggests, and right away, I'm pretty suspicious right away. She says you want to meet. There's a new raw bar that opened up in town. I'd like to check it out. You want to go? Now I know that I'm getting stuck for the bill on this. There's no two ways about that. So I said, why don't we go to the Sunset Diner? They got everything. There's steaks, chops, seafood. She wants to go to the raw bar. Reluctantly, I acquiesce. 7 o'clock. All right, fine, I'll see you, whatever, Tuesday or Saturday, whatever it was. Now, I get there. I believe in being in punctualism. Be prompt. I mean, if you say you're going to meet somebody at a certain time, be there. 7:22. I'm waiting outside. Right away, I'm shaking my head. We're off to a bad start immediately. She finally, I said, you told me 7 o'clock. Well, so? The thing is, men should be, there are 3 billion men on the planet, and every one of them knows what I'm talking about here. Every one of them, right? It's like they got their own time zone. So, anyway, right away, it's saying, in my mind, I'm saying, this isn't working out, Dalton. So, fine, we go in. Nice joint. I mean, I got to admit it, but I'm going. I know I'm going for my lungs on this thing. One look at the accoutrements, and it's like the maitre d' might as well be wearing a mask and carrying a pistol, because you know how this is going to wind up. But even though I knew it was against my better judgment to do this, you're always kind of hoping, you're thinking something, maybe this will open the door to something else. But, you got to have your head examined. Men, I'm talking men, you got to have your head examined. So we get a table, and I'm hopeful. So I suggest let's get a bottle of champagne. She goes, I don't really feel like champagne. Let's get a bottle of Pinot Grigio. I said, Pinot Grigio. I mean, the most boring fluid there is, right? I mean, could you have be any more of a cliche? And I'm spelling that with like a double accent aigu, you know what I mean? So I fine, get the Pinot Grigio. Place is nice. and I'm looking forward to it, right? So I said, look, they got a sample platter of oysters. 20 oysters. You can assort them any way you want. I figure we get 5 different oysters. That's 4 oysters, 2 apiece. It'd be nice. Be nice with champagne, but hey, what are you going to do? So I make the suggestion. She goes, no, I really don't feel, I feel like lobster. I said, what are you talking lobster? We came here for the shellfish. This is why you wanted to come here. We could have gone to the Sunset Diner. It's because I want lobster. So now, as far whatever I was hoping, now I'm just hoping that the world comes to an end, because that's the way this is going. So I still don't, I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it go. What lobster? I thought we came here. This is why you suggested the place. But you know what? You can't use any kind of logic with it. It's like logic. It's like when they're born. It's like when they're born. There's this built-in anti-logistical gene or something in their heads. It don't make any. It's useless. It can't. It's like we're 2 divergent species, right? I don't know what went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. But I said, let's go to a nice raw bar. I'll have the T-bone. I mean, that's the kind of sense it makes to me. I said, you know what? I'll tell you what. Shellfish. You want shellfish? Here. Have some turtle soup. That'll work. So, needless to say, am I right or wrong on this? Am I right or wrong? Needless to say, it didn't pan out the way I was stupid enough to think it might have panned out. And I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I mean, where to, laugh, clown, laugh. You know what I mean? Ridi pagliaccio. But I ain't ever answering that phone again. So I pick up the tab, and that's naturally, I might as well have just crashed my car. It had been about would have worked out to be about the same with the deductibles the way they are now. And I said, all right, Charlotte, take it easy. I walked out of the joint, just shaking my head. I said, lobster. Anyway, that's it. I mean, I'm sure that most men have similarly experienced the kind of thing I'm relating here. And my heart goes out to them. It really does. But we deserve it. We're stupid enough to get involved with them anyway, and this is what happens. But I wish you all the best. And I mean no disrespect, to the fairer sex. I don't know where the hell that ever came up with. Nothing fair about it, but it is what it is. Anyway, keep in touch and take it easy.